Welcome back. We are still taking jamb past questions on the most repeated UTME topics in mathematics. This is question 4. The solution of the quadratic inequality x squared plus x minus 12 greater or equal to 0 is which of these? Remember to pause this video, give this question a try before watching my explanation. You know, when you are solving inequality, you apply almost the same step as when you are solving an equation, whether it's linear inequality or quadratic inequality. So if this was a quadratic equation, you know you would factorize, right? You factorize this quadratic. So you look for two numbers which when you multiply you get minus 12 and when you add you get plus 1. What are those two numbers? That will be plus 4 and minus 3. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12, 4 minus 3 is 1. Greater or equal to 0. So now we can say x plus 4 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. So that x will be equal to minus 4 or plus 3, right? Now, but this is not an equation, so you only got the values of x at a point, minus 4 or 3, but this is an inequality, so we need to get the range of values of x. This inequality sign, we need to get the range of values of x. What we have treated is this equal sign, right? So to do that, we need a number line. So we get a number line from negative infinity to positive infinity. And so we impute these points on this number line. Let's say minus 4 and then here 3. So we want, you can see we've divided this number line into 3 groups, from negative infinity to negative 4, from negative 4 to 3, and then from 3 to positive infinity. So we are going to just pick random numbers in these 3 groups. Between 3 and positive infinity, let's just say, let's pick 4. Then we'll impute it into this original inequality and see what we get. 4 squared is 16 plus 4. 16 plus 4 is 20, then 20 minus 12 is 8, right? So that is positive, so we get a positive value. That means from 3 to positive infinity, any number you pick, you get positive. Then from minus 4 to 3, let's pick a number. Let's say minus 1. Minus 1 squared is 1. Minus 1 is 0. Minus 12 is minus 12. So we have a negative value. Now from negative infinity to minus 4, let's pick a number. Let's pick minus 6. Minus 6 squared is 36. 36 plus 6, 36 minus 6, sorry, is 30. 30 minus 12 is 18. So that is positive as well. So we have positive, negative, positive. Now look at this inequality sign. This is greater or equal to 0. That means this greater, the number that is greater than 0 is positive, right? So this has to be positive. So we are going to look for the range of values of x have to be in the region where this is positive. Do you understand? So that is between this to this and between this to this. So for this, x is less than or equal to 4 to minus 4, and for this, x is greater than or equal to 3. So these are the values of, or the range of values of x. X is less than or equal to minus 4, or x is greater or equal to 3. Which one is correct? That is option D. X is less than or equal to minus 4, x greater or equal to 3. I hope you got that one. So that's how you solve quadratic inequality. Question 5. Find the value of alpha squared plus beta squared if alpha plus beta is equal to 2 and the distance between the points 1 and alpha and beta and 1 is 3 units. This is for coordinate geometry, the distance between 2 points. You know, if you want to find the distance between 2 points, the formula is y squared, y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared, right? Now, for these 2 points, we have 1 and alpha, and then we have beta and 1. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2, right? So we're just going to impute it here. Square root of y2 is 1 minus y1 is alpha all squared plus x2 is beta minus x1 is 1 all squared. This is equal to square root of, I'm opening the brackets now, 1 minus alpha squared. I'm opening the brackets. 1 will multiply 1, that will be 1. 1 will multiply minus alpha, that will be minus alpha. Minus alpha will multiply 1, that will be minus alpha. So when you add that, you have minus 2 alpha. Then minus alpha times minus alpha, you get alpha squared. Plus, same thing here, beta will multiply beta, that will be beta squared. Beta will multiply minus 1, that will be minus beta. 1 will multiply, minus 1 will multiply beta, that will be minus beta as well. So when you add, you have minus 2 beta. Then minus 1 will multiply minus 1, you get plus 1. Okay. So now I'm going to quickly collect like terms, the things that can add. This 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then what else can add? Let me bring minus 2 alpha minus 2 beta together. Minus 2. Since both of them have minus 2, I can quickly just factorize that. So we have alpha plus beta, right? Then plus alpha squared beta squared. Good. Now what is the distance? We are told that the distance is 3 units. So I can simply replace this d with 3. Now to clear this square root sign, I'll square both sides. So I'm squaring both sides now. So this cancels this. So 9 is equal to 2 minus 2. Now we are told what alpha plus beta is. What did they tell us alpha plus beta is? We are told that alpha plus beta is equal to 2. So I'm going to replace that with 2. Then we are looking for alpha squared plus beta squared. So 9 is equal to 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is minus 2, right? So 9 is equal to minus 2 plus alpha squared beta squared. So I'll take minus 2 to the left-hand side of the equation, and as it crosses the equal sign, it becomes plus 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So it means alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to 11. Option C. I hope you got this one. So all this question is trying to test is your knowledge of the formulas, how to calculate the distance between 2 points, and then just applying the rule of substitution. What you are given, you just apply that in the equation as you solve, and you arrive at the answer. Question number 6. Find the value of P if the line which passes through these 2 points is parallel to this line. Okay, you know the thing about parallel lines, their gradients are equal, right? So if we can get the gradient of these two, the line that join these 2 points, and the gradient of this line, we can equate them together because gradients of parallel lines are equal. So let's get the gradient of this line. 2y plus 8x minus 17 equals 0. How do you get the gradient of this line? You express this in this form, y equals to mx plus c, right? This is what we'll try to express this into. So to do that, 2y, I'm taking every other thing to the right-hand side of the equation, is equal to minus 8x plus 17. And then I'll divide all through by 2. So y is equal to minus 4x plus, maybe we can write this as a mixed number. So we have expressed this in that form, y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the gradient, right? So we can see here that m is equal to minus 4. M is equal to minus 4, the gradient. Now let's get the gradient of the line that joins these 2 points. The gradient of a line m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now remember, they are parallel lines, so I can replace gradient with minus 4. Gradient of parallel lines are equal. y2, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. It's always good to label a point or the coordinates this way so that you won't mix things up. y2 is 2, minus y1 is minus p, over x2 is minus 2, minus x1 is minus 1. So we have minus 4 is equal to 2 plus p over minus 2 plus 1. What would that give us? The same, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. So I can move this, I can multiply both sides by minus 1, right? So we have on this left-hand side, 4 is equal to, this cancels, 2 plus p. So p will be equal to what? 4 minus 2, which is 2. The answer is D. Wow, interesting, right? So these questions we dealt with is from coordinate geometry and inequality. Now, if you would want more past questions or simplified explanations of past questions on these topics, then you need to get the simplified UTME video series where expert tutors gave step-by-step explanation to over 600 past UTME questions for each subject. Now, these questions and their solutions were arranged topic by topic. Interesting, right? This study material is something you have to get if you intend to score high in your JAMB exam. So call the number on the screen to get yours.